welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I am your host, Kimberly Cloud. I want to talk about some things for a second, and I hope that you all enjoy it. Not even enjoy it, but actually take it into, like the light and sit up there and think about what's going on and probably just under, like, probably like understand what's going on with me. I want y'all to understand what's going on with me. Give me a second. I'm trying to log on somewhere, but something is messing up. Okay. Give me a second. Something is kicking me out of it. Okay, I'll leave it alone. So, welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Cloud. I have a lot to talk about today, and I hope that you all engage in a positive way and keep it positive and keep it safe. Don't talk about nothing negative. But what I'm going to talk about is the truth. Kimberly Cloud always talks about the truth. She never lies about anything, she just withholds stuff. And she always advocates for what she believes in. So before I talk about myself, I would like to talk about Donald Trump. Donald Trump is an amazing person, and I'm not looking for no handouts. I am not looking for no handouts where I am trying to get favors or anything. I'm just asking you to help me in a way where, because I know that people ask you for everything because they know you have power. I'm not doing that. You are my last hope. I put all my money, all my power, everything into you. I knew from the beginning that I voted for you that you were a great man. I knew from the beginning that you were an honest person. I knew from the beginning there was something about the Democrats that was off. I knew that they were lying. They were lying, and then when they were trapped in a corner in 20 when you became president in 2016, 2017, wait, 16, 17, 18, 19, no, 17, sorry about that. I pulled a Biden. Um, they the COVID came out. I don't even want to talk about the COVID, but I'm just saying it was hard for you. This was your first trip as president. You never been president before. It was a very hard trip. And I was watching. Then I was on and off watching. And I knew something wasn't right. I just kept saying to myself, something isn't right. And then things started to happen in my life. I started, something happened in my life, and I believe at the Baltimore VA that changed how I felt about you. No one will ever know what happened because I never said it out loud. But it's nothing about love. It's about love as a father figure. I saw you on TV and I was like, it's something different. I started watching you and I started watching the Democrats. And yeah, that's what changed. That's what triggered it. And so in 2020, we moved to Mountaintop. And I said to myself, this is a good man, and I see what the Democrats are doing, and I voted for you. I'm just being honest about my story, sir. And after that, I started speaking. Once me and my husband split up, I started speaking more and advocating for you because I felt, once Marty Kaiser and I spoke a couple of times, which he made equipment for the FBI, CIA, and police, like listening, and they used to go overseas and listen to the Russians. So once he and I started talking and engaging a couple of times, I changed even more. I was like, wow, maybe politics is something that I want to get into, because I think that that was wrong with the evil part of the FBI did to him. They sued him or did something to him, and they hired another third party contractor to make this listening equipment. And I'm going to leave it there because I don't want to be banned. So, um, I don't know if he's still alive. Still haven't had the tea with Marty or his wife. And then, you know, I kept seeing over and over the lies, the deceit, the sabotage that they would do just to be on top, how they had money and how they sat up there and produce money in order to have the power, and it really disgusted me when all this money could be going to, our African American kids who are struggling, or anything. It doesn't even, it could be our African American kids that's struggling. It could be anything, anything, but they put it into that and they wasted their money on Kamala Harris because you won. So I feel like I invested, all this happened within 5 years, and I will always do it again. I will always do it again. Because I know that had to happen for me to recognize who you really was. All those events had to happen for me to recognize who you really were. Had I been sidetracked, I wouldn't have cared about politics. And I didn't for a moment. So there you go. And I wanted you to know also that I need your help since you're in a powerful position. I am being sabotaged now. And it's political. It's very political. And it's causing me, it's not hurting me. It's just making me a stronger person, but it's stuff that could be not done. Like it is being baked over and over. And what happens when you bake a cookie over and over? It turns hard. It burns. It turns black. And you don't want to eat it because it's too hard and black. Not because it's black, but it's just too hard and crispy. And it's overcooked, should I say. And I am being sabotaged. Yesterday, I got on my healthy vet. I haven't been on my healthy vet in a while. like a long while, probably like 7, 8 months, and I didn't look at my records then. And I told certain people that I don't look at my records, but it looked like a news blast, sir. It looked just like a news blast. It looked like somebody is relaying messages to somebody else so that they can know, like a directions. It was like a news blast directions. Hey, do this way. This is done this way. This is what I like. This is what I don't. You know, the way it's done, I've never seen it done like that before. I had a doctor in Baltimore named Dr. Kazan, and I looked at the medical records of hers. We were doctor and patient for 4 years. I've never seen that done before. I didn't need a care coordinator or a social worker. Everything was cool between me and Dr. Kazan. Never raged at her, nothing. Just like the doctor I have now. The doctor that I have now is a very good doctor, sir. The doctor that I had previously immediately wanted me on drugs. And now that I know what is being written and who is writing it, I know that it was a whole setup. They wanted her. They didn't want no outsider because they wanted to keep it inside, not only the VA, but the jail. For instance, y'all, it says, it states that I did not come online. A couple of times it states that. I hope to get to the bottom of this because I came online early and logged off after 7 to 10 minutes. Then after 2 to 3 minutes, I get a call saying I'm late, gaslighting me. You know what was written in the notes that hurt so much? I was the one late. Didn't even change it. Didn't even change it. I was late. The computer had a glitch. So which one is it? Why are you writing I am late and the computer had a glitch? This is leading me to believe something is being done to make me look bad, like vindictiveness, very vindictive. Another note said her MO is saying Hispanic men are following her. What if they are? You're not there next to me. You're not there when I walk out to a store. You're not there when I'm alone at an event or anything. You don't know what happens. And everything I do is on camera. That's all I keep saying. So if I'm telling you the truth, that all I do, what I do is always on camera, and they are following me non-violently, because whoever's receiving from the VA that information knows that I say I fear for my life, and they knows not to be violent, but just follow me and harass me. It it makes sense. Hold on. There we go. It makes no sense. One, if I was whoever my title is, I would, number one, call the police, say, can you figure out what's going on with my patient, because she keeps saying she's being followed, and I'm starting to believe her because she's not lying. She doesn't lie about anything. I mean, everything I do, I tell the truth. Why would I lie about that? They're right in my face. I never had visual hallucinations. Everything I say is the truth. Nobody told me, and I'm okay with being in a clinical status telling my business, because that's my fault. I tell my business, fine, that's my fault. But when I'm on the phone having a leisure conversation, like from the beginning, a conversation, nobody tells me, hey, look, this will be recorded in your records. Everything we talked about, Miss Cloud, will be recorded in your records. Then I know you give me a choice what to say versus what not to say, because it's my business and I deserve to withdraw what I want to withdraw, because I know what shouldn't be in that chart. I don't want to be in that chart. Nobody did that. You gave a physical description on where I went, the other person, on where I went, how I go. I mean, it was just directions, like y'all know the person, or is somebody out there that is looking at my chart, learning from what y'all put. You gave a physical description on what I do when I go to the gym. Go to the gym, park next to a camera, get out the gym, make sure nobody's looking at me. You know, like stuff like that. That's not how you write a chart. I used to be a counselor. It's like you writing directions for somebody to be like, oh, so she be in front of a camera, so we have to be nonviolent and we have to park like next to her and annoy her this way and do this to make sure we control the situation and make sure we look like regular people by doing this. That is so wrong. I am hurt. I may be talking about this right now, but I am hurt. I even called somebody over you that haven't called me yet. So I'm just waiting. So since they didn't call me, I decided to reach out to the head of the VA, of Seattle VA, Thomas Bunt. He has a number online. I left a message. And then the COO of the VA, a lady picked up, and I left a message with her saying, I don't want y'all fired. That's not what I'm trying to do. I want justice, because what y'all did was not medical. You violated, to me, you violated my chart. I just want you to do your job and stop telling my business. It's like a news blast for everybody to see and talk about. When I leave and try to run for president, what's going to happen? Somebody's going to leak that information. Do you want them to leak that information? And now all of a sudden, I have to stay here till May. And I sat up there and read the chart, and it didn't even sound like it was another lie. Now I fear that if I go down on gas, with the gas hitting my mouth, that either my teeth are going to be messed up or they're going to fail. I'm only advocating for myself because y'all are lying and aren't doing your job. I just want fairness, equality. This is 2025. Come at me with respect. Come at me with respect. Come at me with respect and don't lie to me. And then don't go back and say that I'm missing my appointments when you didn't even show up for your appointments when I called you. The phone records will prove that. Now, with that being said, I'm about to get off of here. I'm about to get off of here. But I made sure I called everybody I could to make sure I get treated with respect and not my chart don't get treated like somebody's disgusting news blast. Like this is the week's news for the month. Thank you.
Never waste my time, you all I want.